watching Gov's Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent.
America's turning 250, and it's time to rock out with our forefathers. American-made, battle-ready style for true patriots. Whether you're marching in the parade, grilling in the backyard, or raising a toast to liberty, do it in the gear that screams freedom. Celebrate 250 years of USA in style. Wear your American pride loud. Trendjackers.etsy.com. Grab yours before the fireworks. 250 years. Forefathers. American-made, battle-ready style for true patriots.
Tony, welcome to Go.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on?
What?
Alright, you go in, Tony. Good.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knock 'em Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking 'em dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, that Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio.
I just want to say thanks for making my millennium. Oh my gosh. Well, it's a love fest.
Yeah, you heard that story.
Yeah.
So I guess should I tell it again?
Oh, yeah, if you want. I mean, yeah.
You know, you guys are into comedy. Does it really help when somebody gives the punchline?
Remember, because what you hears today, you got to tell the birthed tomorrow. I'm looking behind us now, Across the count of time, down the long hall, into history back. I sees the end, what with the start. And somebody did come.
Okay. All right. So already they look freaked out. That they were chanting Walker. That was from Mad Max, and my last name is Walker.
Yes.
That's okay.
Yeah.
They were already looked freaked out by that. So I
Getting
just
a little scared there.
Yeah, I just wanted to just verify what that was. Yeah, we're not some kind of devil worshipping thing here.
That's okay too.
You gave that up a long time ago.
Whatever you're into, we're good.
That'll be another film. Hi, everybody. It is Wednesday. Welcome to the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, the Facebook page, the YouTube channel. We appreciate wherever you're watching from, but we do ask wherever you're watching from that you please share the link on all your socials. Tell everybody you know about all the great shows here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. Not just this one, but we got a whole bunch of them. So, yeah, we appreciate the support. However, if you are watching on Facebook and you want to participate in today's show, you want to comment on the thread there and say hi and hear your comments read, please do so on the YouTube feed because that is where we monitor the comments on YouTube. So switch on over or stay on Facebook, whatever you want. We appreciate you guys watching. That's all that counts. All right. Michael is here. It's Wednesday. Michael is here.
Hiya.
Jeff has decided to come by and hang out with us today.
Sure.
Jeff is here.
Why not? Let's say.
And, of course, the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show. We're coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. And we have some legends here with us today, ladies and gentlemen. Some great filmmakers / actors. We have Ariane over there sitting on the couch.
Hi, guys.
We have Russ sitting there next to her. And we have Ed over here on the end of the table here. I'm going to start off with a strange question for you, my friend.
Sure.
Ed Huther.
Huther.
Richie Huther?
Richie, I've heard that name, Richie Huther, and it's,
no relation.
It's possible.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know necessarily all my relatives too well.
Okay. All right. Never mind. So much for that.
Somebody needs an ancestry kit.
I got that going a little bit, but I'm going more back in time rather than parallel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I used to work at the phone company, and I knew a Richie Huther.
Okay.
All right. Before we get down to business and talk with our guests, they have a film that looks fantastic. We're going to talk about that for the duration of the show. Before we get to that, I just have two quick things that I want to start off with. I'm going to get the sad stuff out of the way. This past Sunday, our pal here lost his mom. So we just wanted to wish you our condolences.
Thank you.
Very shocked that you're even here. But, all the best. And, hope we can just have a few laughs today.
I hope so, too. I had a very complicated relationship with my mother. And the thing that always grounds me is this type of forum. So I knew I had to be here today. So thank you, Tony.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know it was a long time coming. So, yeah. Okay, and then the other thing, for all you guys watching, we have a loyal group of viewers. All
extended family.
All five of them, yeah. Our extended family. But one of them went MIA. For the past week. So every day on the comment thread, they were all getting worried about where he is, what's he doing, what happened. Well, he has returned, ladies and gentlemen. Andrew Fremder, he went on vacation, and here's some pictures of him on vacation. He sent them to me like I care.
I hope he's wearing clothes.
Well, in the first one, you'll see he's not. But then in the second one, it's a picture of his wife. So that makes up for it. So there you go. Fremder is safe. He's happy. He just went on vacation. So everybody can just relax. And I will warn you guys, this guy, his name is Andrew Fremder. bad jokes throughout the show, like in the comments
Terrible.
thread. Yeah, terrible.
Oh,
So
there
we
he is.
like to
Excellent.
make fun of him.
Yeah. I haven't been able to sleep, honestly.
You haven't been able to sleep?
Yeah.
Since he went missing?
Yeah.
I've been sleeping better since
Have
he.
you?
Yes, absolutely. Let's see. So, and there he is, Fremder. He just wrote tits. That's all he wrote. All right, there you go. Good morning, John Rusciello. Good morning, Ann, who's watching from California. Janine Wilms is watching. Right, we all know her, right?
We
Yes.
do.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Janine's been in here. She's been in here. She's wonderful, and she says condolences. She says.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, and then Ann in California sending hugs and prayers, Mike and your family. Thank you, Ann.
Thank you, Ann.
All
Thank
right.
you very much.
So we got all that stuff out of the way. Let's get down to business here. We are talking to Ariane, Ed, and Russ from the film, or of the film, The Proctor. The Proctor.
The Proctor.
All right. So you guys make the call. Should I show the trailer, or should you want to tell us about it first?
What do you think?
I think probably show the teaser and your trailer, and that gives you a
All
base
right.
to start from.
So that's what I will do as soon as I can find it. All right. I think this is it. All right. And it's playing now.
Okay, and pencils down in
C.
3,
C.
2,
C.
Pencils down. Pencils down, please, Mr. Schatz.
Come on, there's no way I could have done that bad.
Jack, Juice Newton did not discover gravity. Even if we gave you the highest possible score on the essay portion, it still wouldn't come up enough for a passing grade here.
Let me tell you something. I own this school. I'm not gonna let you hold me back on my senior year.
Jack.
I ain't gonna take it. I ain't gonna take it.
You do summer school, or you're back here next year.
Eat my shorts. I am never coming back to this school.
Prepare yourself for the kind of film that comes along once in a generation, or once in two different generations.
Can we talk about the volume?
That's my man. I'm kicking it at 9 right now, but I'm ready to crank it to 10 party, dude.
You gotta bring it down a little.
People over there trying to wordle.
Who is that? Is that a custodian? Why don't you have a senior student making the morning announcements?
He actually is a senior. Can you give him some weed?
Well, you think I'm some kind of degenerate?
Duh. He's managed to ditch the exam for every year.
Pardon me, Bob, but that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Take your pants off and make it happen. The girl from Flashdance. Take your pants off and make it happen.
Take your passion and make it happen, you idiot!
It's kind of a reverse loophole. You know, it's this...
Also, he's become something of a symbolic warning to all the other students on what they could become if they flunk out.
I have a problem with question 11.
What's the problem, Abigail?
The question contains an idiom that has an implicit socioeconomic bias. People of color are less likely to understand it.
Yo. Emma Pincus. Look at her. Yeah, she's cute. Think she'd go out with me?
Monday's soccer, Tuesday's STEM, Wednesday's engineering.
When do you hang out?
What do you mean hang out?
I mean hang out. Be with friends, socialize, commit pranks, or low-level misdemeanors. Hang out.
I text and stuff.
Find a way to get this human defect out of this school on or before graduation day.
How would you like to make a few bucks working for us during the exam as a proctor?
No way, man. Are you freaking out of your mind?
What do you think a proctor does?
I'm playing some bitchin' tunes, but nobody's dancing. You don't drink, you don't smoke. What do you do?
Yeah. That looks a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
Great energy. Great energy.
Yeah, it's a fun throwback to the films of the '80s. That you know,
I was
a lot
gonna
of us-
I was gonna say that.
That's really what it's inspired by. So.
Are you all right? So I want to get to the history and how it all came together. But before I do that, from watching the trailer, like the demographic, is it people our age, or do you think? Are you worried that kids aren't?
Yeah, well,
today won't get it, or
when it started out, it was very much geared towards Gen X, people that knew the John Hughes films,
Right.
Breakfast Club, 16 Candles, all those films that
revolved around high schools, and it was very geared towards those throwbacks and a lot of mentions of those films. And then as we developed it, it was like, yeah, well, it's in a high school. We're dealing with today's students, and we really wanted to kind of make it relevant for them as well. So we've got something that kind of spans a couple generations.
It's definitely fun to look at all the old references from then, which I still can't believe is 40 freaking years ago.
I know. Crazy, right?
Yeah, insane.
A little Breakfast Club vibe.
Right.
Yeah, there's we're gonna have a drink. We're gonna have a drinking game during the show to see how many Easter eggs you can pick out.
Well, even something is like "eat my shorts." I mean, I totally
Absolutely.
forgot that was something we used to say. I totally forgot about that.
Right.
Sure. And a lot of those are hand-picked lines, right from the Breakfast Club, right from this movie or that movie.
Right. Well, and the holding the radio.
All
those.
those.
Don't say anything.
Yeah, it's very intentional, call-outs to those things.
Yeah.
Right. Janine says she can't wait to see it.
Janine just got a preview of a couple of scenes. We actually.
Oh, really? Is she in it? Or?
Yeah, no, but we vacationed with Janine. So.
That's a whole different movie.
That's a different film. But so we were actually we had our little focus group and said, all right, what do you think of this scene? What do you think of this scene? So we did a little bit of that.
That's cool. Getting a few comments saying people enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And of course, I warned you about Fremder. I'm not sure what a proctor does, but I would think he'd gamble. Proctor gamble.
Nice.
That's smooth.
Well done.
Yeah,
Smooth.
that's the level we're talking about here. Sorry.
That's okay. That's the level of the movie.
All right, so let's go through the history here. So you mentioned John Hughes, 16 Candles, Breakfast Club. Did you write this?
I did.
You did. Okay.
Yeah. So and it actually came out of a couple ideas. Some years ago, I have a friend, Melanie, I'm calling you out. I have a friend that was working for Toro College and Toro Law School.
Okay.
And would have to reach out to people at times to get proctors for their law school exams. And she'd call me. She was like, hey, you're off during the days or you work from home during the day. Come on in and earn a few bucks and proctor the exams. And I'd sit there. And you're at the front of the room. You're the authority. You're looking over all these law students, and I'm like,
and you try to look smart.
Yeah, right, exactly. I'm like, I couldn't answer a single question on these tests, but I'm going to be the authority, looking over their shoulders. And so it occurred to me this idea of, this idiot, guy that maybe a janitor in the school or something, proctoring the exam just because they needed somebody, and over the course of the 2 or 3 hours that the exam takes, changes all their lives. And it just struck me funny, and that was kind of the first germ of the idea.
That's cool.
And that's some years ago now.
Yeah. Oh,
but I didn't. Yeah, and then I sat on it. I didn't do anything with it for years because I don't have that kind of attention span.
What'd say? I wasn't listening. Now all three of you are actors and producers. So this wasn't. Or was it the first thing you wrote?
I've written a lot of shorter things. Okay. I've never had the patience for a full-length feature. Okay. I've got the ideas for 3 or 4, and I was like, I'm just never going to get to it.
Right.
But then all of a sudden, this came together with a character idea I had. I put it together, and I just started writing. And in a couple days, I had 42, 50 pages. Showed it to Russ, and was like, all right, what do you think of this? And we went from there.
You had in a few days. You had 40-something pages.
Every time I turned around, he had another 17 pages done. I said,
that's best when you get in that zone and it's just flowing out.
When I think when you have the idea that's right, when it's the right idea for you, all of a sudden it just kind of starts writing itself. And,
sure.
And then I'd be in the shower and I'd just have a conversation with myself over between 2 characters. Okay, this is the conversation.
Right.
I'd go back to the computer and type that out.
Oh, that's cool. Now, and you guys have. I believe it's the 3 of you have a production company.
We have a couple production companies here. Okay. So I run It Unleashed Productions, and we do a lot of different video events, including comedy shows and things like that. So we've been here before.
Oh, good to know.
And Russ also has his own production company. So
you're also a photographer, right?
Well, I've been in video production for 30 years and
Oh,
an
okay.
actor for 30 years. So Ed and I have, similar companies. We do a little different things sometimes, but we've both been, in show business too for forever.
Right,
So
yeah, right.
once
Okay.
we kind of got together, it was a natural match.
We'll work together
to
on a
work,
lot of different projects. I'll work with him for his company. He works for me for my company.
Oh, okay,
and,
nice. Which is the way to do it,
Yeah,
especially
yeah,
locally.
yeah.
I mean, we all got to support each other because we're all just trying to hustle and survive and make something happen. Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely. Now, you said ID, right?
Id, yeah.
Okay.
Id, ego, super ego. So the idea is, it is the pleasure principle. It's making video that I enjoy making. Rather than just doing the daily grind.
Wow, that's deep, man.
Yeah. Serious stuff, man.
We don't get that.
You should be writing this down.
Yeah. I already don't understand what they're saying.
We're getting into Freud here. We're going to do this.
So, and then, all right. So, what? As far as the production is concerned, I know all three of you are in it. Which, by the way, I had to watch that trailer twice before I realized that was even you.
Really?
The hair.
The hair,
Yeah,
right?
the hair. Did you do that yourself, or did somebody?
No, thankfully we had a hair and makeup person come in. But
nice.
I've had people say to me, "That wig is amazing." I'm like, "You can go kick rocks. That is my hair."
You can go kick rocks.
See?
Is that what you really said?
Yeah.
You
sort
can,
of.
you can say what you really said. On here. This is governors. Yeah, we're allowed to say it.
It rhymes with that.
But that was actually one of the things I liked about it. It looks like it has a feel like it's a major motion picture.
Yeah, well,
and including the hair. I mean, it looked.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks authentic. So it makes you believe that these people are really like you're really back in that time.
Yeah,
Right,
I mean, it's an independent film, but we decided
Yeah.
we wanted to do it on that high level. We wanted it to look just like an 80s John Hughes
Of
film.
course.
That matched that lighting, matched that high key lighting.
Right.
And the general look, even the film grain, So we're looking for that real specific look from the 80s.
So, all right. So, and now going back to the production end, again, all three of you are in it, but you guys are basically you're the productive
meat and
team
potatoes.
behind the whole thing,
Yeah.
right?
The producing team,
Yeah.
yes.
So you guys are doing all of it, casting and locations and
running the set the whole time.
yeah, just the whole the constant.
Yeah,
thing.
we're the cast, the crew, the producers, the craft service, and everything else.
Videographers and all that.
Everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
We do have a great team, a great crew, these young filmmakers that we got on us. Our director of photography,
Jaden Moffat. He's
and,
terrific.
And,
Sure.
Gaffers Trevor Parento, who just makes all the lighting happen.
Yeah, so these kids are really, really talented. And when we came to them, Ed and I had a meeting with Jaden early, and we're like, look, because he's, what is he, 20?
Yeah,
we said, listen,
24.
24. We said, listen, you got to go watch these movies, all these Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Ferris Bueller, Breakfast Club, and that high key comedy lighting from the 80s. We want to get that feel, and this kid, without a major amount of crew, achieved that look.
Wow.
That's awesome.
And these days are, I mean, a typical movie day is like 12 hours. We're doing these in 4 and 6 hours.
No
sometimes.
kidding. Wow.
Really, really compacting a lot with not a lot of
Yeah.
crew. So these kids nailed a very hard thing to do
Yeah.
with nobody around.
You know, I'll tell you, I've always felt Long Island just. I mean, going back to like the '60s when Billy Joel was a young kid, like Long Island's always had a ton of talent.
Yeah.
Melting pot of talent.
Yeah, absolutely. But
Yeah.
you're talking about these young guys. We're currently, like I was telling you before, the scene that we did with Jeff. We're currently making a short film ourselves that we're filming a lot here. And I know you guys know Josh Graydon.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, I know the name.
Yeah, he's I think same thing, mid-20s.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fantastic cameraman, DP. The work that and it's a bunch of guys his age. In fact, my son is also in film. He's around the same age, so he brings in a lot of his friends that he graduated 5 towns with. The level of talent and
Yeah.
and the know-how that these kids have, I am constantly blown away. So the short film we're making is the second installment of one we already did. And same thing. When I saw the finished product, I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Like it didn't look like Well, I mean, we didn't do it on cell phones, but I almost expected like that kind of
Right.
look to it. You know,
that's what
an
everybody's
independent
expecting
film.
from these types of things.
Right.
Yeah.
So
everybody expects, okay, small production company, doing an independent film, on a very modest budget. They're expecting something that looks like it's been put together with a bunch of cell phones, because that's a lot of the entertainment that we see now. All these reels that come up in front of us on the social media, they're also poorly done, but
not knocking it because some people again
it makes
we're
it
talking about
accessible
budgets.
to everybody, exactly.
Right.
And everybody can tell a story now.
Right. True. And which is great.
Yeah.
But so when it looks like it's done, for lack of a better, like a real movie.
Yes.
It's very impressive to me, and I think that's a main reason why we're here today, because a lot of people, civilians, if you will, they don't know what it takes to make
the work
a movie.
behind it is
The work,
tremendous.
the time,
It's
the
huge.
energy, and then of course the money that it takes. And it's funny you mentioned craft services. Yeah, we're doing that too. Me and my buddy Don, who we're making the movie together, and that's I think our biggest expense. Like, all right, all right, we got the pizza.
Huge expense.
Luckily, craft services has come a lot from
craft services, right there.
Right?
So
What? As far as like you're making it or cooking
food
it,
and
you're making
Everything.
Really?
I've been feeding the cast. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's Great South Baking Company. So
How big is the
It's our
cast
company,
at the maximum?
That's a good question.
There's a lot of people in this cast, but on any given day, we've had 25 people on set.
Wow.
And
you're feeding 25 people?
I am.
At times.
Wow.
Yeah.
My goodness.
We have smaller days too, where we have 5 or 6 people, but
Right.
usually even on those days we have a crew of like 8 on set, so it ends up being a lot of people on.
Well, and I did see one picture. I didn't grab it. I should have grabbed it. It looks like people in an auditorium, and they're all sitting there like this.
Yes. Yeah, right.
So, so, I mean, that alone looked like 40 people.
Yeah.
And I did want to mention too, they're all like this in the picture, except for one guy. He's just. Did that guy get in trouble for not?
No, actually, the young cast in this film, they've been so great. We got some of them from New York. We got one young man from Chicago that said, "I've got to be in this film." Sent in an audition.
Really?
Yeah, that's our man Rye. He's I think he's in Austria right now, but
How did
came
he-
from Chicago?
How did
just
he
to do
hear
this
about the
film.
movie all the way from
He
Chicago?
saw the backstage casting call. Yeah, and submitted, and he was just right for the one character, and and then I realized, oh, you're not from New York, you're from way out there. He's like, yeah, but I got to do this film. I'm a fan, and he was 14 years old and a huge fan of all these 80s films.
Nice.
Wow.
Which is rare, because these kids today, they're 14,
His-
they have no clue. You tell them, they're like, oh, I never heard
Well,
of
that
this.
But
his mother
they
turned
should.
him on to these films though, and made him watch all these films, and he loved them all.
That was the fun of some of the scenes we did with some of these kids, because the kids are great, but we'd have them do a reference to something from the Breakfast Club, and we'd have to pull out the phone on the set and say,
Oh, okay.
see this scene here? You're
That's
doing,
funny.
So they got a kick out of it.
So you guys were like, yeah, you want to come out here on your own dime? You can be in the movie.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we took care of some travel costs, but there was some.
We got a
things
great
that-
cook.
That's right.
You know, I'm telling you, I'm sorry. Hey, I'm gonna have to talk to Don.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
we've
on
just-
that morning shoot. We had a dozen donuts and a box of Joe.
Yeah.
Okay, and
And-
Ariane's cooking.
And in the afternoons, we're just getting pizzas. So, yeah. So yeah, thanks for
this
that.
changes
Ariane. You
everything.
made us look bad.
This changes everything.
I'll give you my card when I leave.
Nice.
As long as you want to do it on your own dime.
Well, all right, but in all seriousness, yeah, I do believe that's the main reason you guys are out and you coming in here and promoting, because you have, is it an Indiegogo page? Trying to
we
get
do. We
funding.
do. Yeah. Yes, we're trying to get some backing behind the Indiegogo page. That'll help. I mean, the film is funded. We've taken care of it. Our production company has taken care of most of the expenses of the film. But now it's getting it out there. It's submitting applications to film festivals, and it's some music licensing. We'd like to get some pieces of music that are going to cost us a little bit more money.
Don't you forget about me is an expensive song.
Been looking into that, believe me. Yeah, been looking into having covers made of that, that type of thing. So,
And I want to stay on that, but talking about that, the song that is playing towards the end of the trailer, who is that? Because I thought that was pretty good.
And I'm not going to remember the artist. It's called "Settle Your Regrets" is the song, but it's one that
great title.
It's great.
That's one of the licenses we do have.
Yeah, we do have a license on that. So I have a library of music that I do pay for the licensing on.
Okay.
That we can use in the film. Properly credited, of course. But we've already paid that. So so we've got a bank of music that is already, our film's music.
Sure.
But there's some other pieces that we'd like to go out there and get and nab and pay for. And
yeah, of course. You're going with all the '80s references.
Yeah.
Of course, you want some of those tunes that we all know and love.
But even if you can't get those tunes, I mean, if you think back to those John Hughes films, the first time we heard those tunes were in those movies.
Oh, sure.
If You Leave, what's Simple Minds? No, that's not.
I can't remember.
I know the song you're talking about.
Yeah. If You Leave, that song. The first time we heard that was at the end of 16 Candles.
Right.
And then it was a hit. So.
Yeah, all these songs, all those movies at that time, it wasn't score; it was needle drops. It was all needle drops. So this kind of a vibe, you want to have that. So that's what we're looking for.
Right.
We get a lot of musicians actually sending to us saying, "Hey, I could score your film," and it's like it's not a traditional score like that.
Right.
Do you write '80s music?
Right.
Do you write
exactly.
80s style music?
Right.
That's what we're looking for.
Sticking with "Don't You Forget About Me," I don't know if that's the song in particular, but I think it's a good example for the question I'm going to ask. So let's say you go with Simple Minds, and they cost, and I have no idea. I'm just going to throw numbers out. Let's say it's $10,000 to use their song.
That's probably in the ballpark.
Oh, is it really? Wow. Okay. Wow. So, but what if, say, I don't know, Frank Walker records his own version of "Don't You Forget About Me"? Does that make it cheaper to get it?
There's the writing, the performance, the rights, and the publishing rights. So those are two different things.
Right.
So you could cover it. It's a different thing, but again, you still have to get the license.
There's still a cost involved.
Right.
It's a different type of license.
Okay.
The legal terms for it. And I'm not remembering. I've looked it all up and I've read through it all. But it's a different type of license that you have to get for that. But it's still going to cost you some.
Combine the cost. You're probably still looking at like.
So I was originally originally what I was looking at was having a band do a cover version of that song, and then I realized the cost difference is actually not going to be all that
negligible. Yeah.
Right.
All that.
So why not go all the way?
Go all the way and get the real deal.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially again, the movie looks so professionally
genuine
done.
to that time.
Yeah, you don't want to now.
Very genuine.
You don't want to then.
Plus,
now.
Honestly, with the stuff we've licensed, we have music that really fits the bill perfectly in a lot of cases. There's just certain places where you want to have something special.
Plus, the other vibe we were looking at is because those old '80s movies had needle drops you'd never heard of at the time. They were new at the time.
Yeah.
This movie it's definitely Gen X, definitely all our stuff that we love, but it's Gen X meets Gen Z. Like it's all their problems. It's all these kids. It's their movie. There's never been a high school movie for Gen Z.
Yeah, you're
like
right.
we had ours. The American Graffiti had their. Every generation has had them.
Right.
But they didn't get one. So this one is really them with us kind of interjecting a Gen X vibe. So if we had new music, that's fine too. So
now you got me thinking. You don't see that anymore.
Yeah.
No, they don't have one.
What was the last
It's
one?
the first one.
Maybe
kind of
Singles
went away
was
with
the last one.
Yeah, in the '90s, all of a sudden they faded out.
Yeah.
And there hasn't been anything much for that.
There was the American Pie ones, and then there was the Jonah Hill ones, and all those. But even, they don't do high school movies anymore.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, wow.
Not the same way. Not that actually taps into what they're going through and their problems and everything.
Sure.
So that was kind of the fun thing with this was. I wrote this kind of from the perspective of I'm an old guy that doesn't understand the world around me anymore. I don't know what the hell's going on, and what's it like to deal with people of the younger generation that have a whole different set of problems than what I dealt with. And so I actually surveyed teachers that I knew, and I sent a survey out to all these friends that were teachers, and said, "What are you experiencing? What are you finding with the personalities of the kids today?" And your students and what are they going through as compared to what we went through, and the set of problems were so totally different.
Really?
The personalities that they described back to me were so different than what we went through. I mean, like when we were in high school, we were all horn dogs. We were out there
in high school.
Still going on. but I mean, all right. Let's just say we started there. Yes. And high school and college was we gotta get laid, and that's not the priority. According to the teachers that I dealt with.
What the hell's wrong with these kids?
Right?
It's not their priority now. It's a different vibe, and it's and a lot of things have affected that. Including changing social norms, changing morals and morality, and what's acceptable, what's not. There's been there's things you could say in 1986 that.
You can't,
not so cool anymore.
Right.
And so we kind of examine that, and there's a lot of moments where my character who's out of his element. It is a fish out of water film to some degree, and he's out of his element, and he'll say something, and the kids are like, "You can't say that anymore. That's not cool." And it's like, all right, it's a learning thing back and forth, and from my generation, we say, well, we didn't get ourselves so uptight about that, and because we didn't mean anything by it, but from this generation, it's like, well, no, that means a lot.
Yeah,
and you got to be a little more sensitive about what you say.
The sensitivity level has skyrocketed.
I
think everybody's becoming soft, in my opinion.
Yeah,
absolutely. You know what I mean? But like I said, you can't say certain things today, and you can't make certain movies a certain way today that you made back then.
Right.
And the answer between the two generations, between this Gen X and Gen Z thing, the right spot is probably somewhere a little bit more in the middle.
Right. Well, yeah, I was going to ask,
but we're always going to extremes,
right? And then doing that research and then making the movie. Does someone like you in our age bracket, do you become more appreciative or more, sensitive to their concerns and why they are the way?
In some ways, yes. In some ways, you say, suck it up and move on.
You need thicker skin.
In a lot of ways.
So it's a little bit of both. At the same time, there's other things where you go, yeah, you know what, we were kind of dicks to each other a lot during our generation, our time.
Sure.
But we got over it and moved on.
On. And there's a whole thing about that where I think my character says, yeah, see, when we offended each other, we just call each other a dick, and then we go on with our day.
Right.
And we had all the kids, say dick in front of the camera in the scene, and they were all doing their own take on it. Dick. And it just becomes this fun sequence between all of them.
That's very funny. So you said earlier, I think you said earlier, the film is, well, as far as shooting is concerned, is done.
It's just about done. We have 2 more shoots left.
Days, yeah.
2 more days left, and then we're fully into post-production on it.
So, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but I'm curious how you got the funding to get where to this point, and now what is the funding that you're still looking for? What is that?
Should we take out our wallets now? Show you how we got the funding? Because there's nothing left in there.
Completely out of your wallet, out of your pockets.
That's it. That's it.
Are you guys rich? I'm kidding.
No, by no means. But we've run a couple successful companies doing a lot of good work, and we've just kind of bankrolled what we had and said, all right, we're going to make this major project.
And he's being modest here, but what I think you got to understand, and when you see something like that looks like that, is that's the technology level of the world now, as you guys see making your own film, has come down to a place where everybody can kind of make something that looks pretty good.
Yeah. Sure.
But you have to know how to use those tools,
right?
And you have to have years and years of experience to know how to do those things and who to hire and how to. So. There wasn't a lot of money to make this at all, but it's how you allocate it and how you know how to execute.
Sure.
And that's why it looks the way it does. But then, now we're at that point where we hit the wall where it's like, okay, that's as far as we can go. Now we got to get it out there, and it deserves. It has that big feature potential.
Right.
So.
Right.
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah.
And again, going back to people not in this world, they don't know what it takes. I mean, you guys mentioned lighting before. I mean, even outdoor shoots, it still required the screens.
Everything.
You would not believe, if you've never been, if you've never seen how
On
a
a film
movie's
set,
made,
yeah.
you would not believe what it takes, to get the hair right and just
all the little details, all the little
Right.
props.
Yep.
I have a throughout the film, I'm working on a Rubik's Cube. You see in the first
Saw
shot
in the
of
trailer,
the trailer,
yeah.
he's working on this Rubik's Cube in 1986. The idea is I'm still working on that same Rubik's Cube
Yeah.
38 years later. So I actually sent it, got a couple new Rubik's Cubes, sent them down to a props guy I know down in Georgia. And he aged them perfectly. I said, I need this to look 38 years old. He's
Right.
been working on this
That's
38
cool.
years. I need 38 years worth of oil, hand oil on this Rubik's Cube. Make it happen for me. Boom, he did it. Sent it back up
that's
to
a
me.
real
Yeah.
attention to
Wow.
detail.
But I mean, that's also a cost. That's
Right.
all right. That's
Sure.
one little prop that's throughout the film.
And that stuff people don't even realize.
Yeah, the attention to
and they,
detail.
Yeah,
There's
they
a
may
lot of
never
detail.
realize it,
No.
but it's
right.
But it fooled them, so
Right.
to speak.
All these things, all these little elements that you
Right.
spend a lot of time on that have, a couple seconds worth of screen time.
Yeah.
And just in a small part of the frame.
Right.
So 2 businessmen and a chef.
That's right.
And an
I'll take
actress.
that.
A
That's the
chef,
next
an
one.
actress, and someone that has been able to kind of keep us in line for the whole
So
project.
who's the director of this film?
I'm the director.
You are the director.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
And-
you've never directed anything before.
Oh, I've directed. I direct.
Yeah,
I
a bunch of
directed
projects.
direct 200
Shorts.
projects a year, but
wow.
but mostly of different things. It's
Very
not usually a
nice.
feature film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry.
Sorry. No, go ahead.
Because within the first 5-7 seconds, it transformed me to watching a John Films movie.
Yeah,
That's-
it looks like that.
That's what we're looking
Yes,
for. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. We want you to feel, and we want the kids that see this film to have that same feeling, come away with that same feeling as we had with those with those films back in 1985, 86.
We did. We felt those movies were ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't make
right.
sense, but at the same time
Yeah,
it does,
absolutely.
right? Like,
Because it was
Yeah.
the first
Sure.
time the 80s teen films going into that were all they were all TNA films. It was all-
Porky's.
Yeah, it was all fucking love. Yeah, but even that's set in another generation.
Yeah,
That's
it's
not
set in
even-
the 50s or
But
60s.
when John Hughes came out, and all of a sudden he started making teens, parallels to who we were, and we'd see those and say, "I know that guy. I know that character.
Yep.
That character's me."
I didn't know
And-
the girls in Porky's.
and they
Drow.
relied less on the TNA and more on these storylines and these problems.
Right.
Whatever it was John Hughes was tapping into, or his actors were tapping into, spoke to us as a teenage
generation, yeah.
generation. And that's why we took an ownership of them. And I realized, these teens don't have that today. But I needed to connect it. I needed to connect. Let's make a film for them, but also connects with this Gen X that we're the ones that know these films, we're the ones that own these films. So we had to have that throwback Gen X character, kind of lost in time. And all right, how do we bring these two generations together like that?
Sure.
Yeah. So my question is, as a director, it's your job is to tell the actor what you're feeling, what you're trying to evoke from them.
Yeah, I mean these the young people in the cast, they were so terrific. They brought a lot of just what they know from their time, and I would bring them a scene and I'd say, all right, this is what I was looking for, this is what I was going for. Tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me what I'm not
that's
getting,
very, very
or
well
tell
done,
me tell me the language that's wrong if I've gotten a term term incorrect or something like that. And we have a lot of fun with that too. The one kid says to me in a conversation in the film, he's getting a little guidance from me, and he says, "Yeah, I get it, YOLO, right?" And I say, "Yeah, I love chocolate and caramel." So it's that slight disconnect, but they find a way to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
Let me show another clip.
I was going to say, do we have another clip?
Oh, we have. I
Excellent.
think 5 or 6 clips.
we sent you a few things.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to show another one right now.
So this has never been seen before. Nobody's gotten to see this before.
Nice.
I'm sorry,
first.
Jack.
An exclusive.
Even if we gave you the highest possible score on the essay portion, it still wouldn't come up enough for a passing grade here.
Come on, there's no way I could have done that bad.
Jack, Juice Newton did not discover gravity.
But Miss Morabito, I gotta pass this class. If I don't pass, I'm not going to graduate.
Yeah, I understand that, but there's not really a whole lot I can do here. And from what I understand, you underscored on 3 other finals, including the state test, which is the most important factor in a Tanger diploma qualification.
Yeah, but I can work something out on those. I mean, Mr. Hodges and Mrs. Nolan, they both like me. I mean, there's got to be something that we can work out, am I right? I mean, you remember the last time we worked it out by the handball court for the midterm?
Jack, I'd like you to meet Dr. Payne, the head of our science department, and starting in the fall, our new assistant principal.
Sup?
So.
It's a very funny scene. Nice job, Mike.
Thank you.
A couple of things with that. First off, I think I started the clip when you were still talking, so my apologies. You said that was an exclusive.
Yeah. Everything I sent you is
all
is kind of anything that you want to show is kind of like a gift to
very
people
nice.
that have been following the production.
All right, now the other part of this.
Couple previews.
So the kid, that's your character.
That's me in 1986.
Right.
Wow.
So
actually, he's better looking than now. But it's like you gotta compliment yourself a little bit.
But you don't fool me. You just wanted to get the shot of your wife, and then I'm sure there's probably a love scene later on with you and your wife.
There's not.
Come on.
Yeah.
There is not.
No, there's not.
But so Trevor, who plays the young version of Ed, I'll be honest, I felt bad for him going into that scene because Ed says to him, okay, here's what you're going to do. You're going to flirt with my wife. And then I just want you to do a slow take down to her boobs and just live there for a second. And I'm sitting there like, okay, here we go. Yep. And this poor kid was like, what? No, I don't.
Yeah. That's a very funny line. I thought Juice Newton really did it.
Okay, but do you want to go back to the Juice Newton?
Sure, you do it.
So part of how this script sort of evolved organically, that line came up the morning that the script was already written, done, put to bed, and having our coffee around the kitchen table the morning that we're going to shoot that scene. And Ed says, oh my God, well, how about Juice Newton, Isaac Newton, gravity? Like, can we work that in? And I was like, tell me what to say and I'll say it.
Yeah.
And so, boom, 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 inside of 5 minutes, that whole moment got changed, and we put it in the script, and then we shot it.
That's one of my favorite lines.
It's great, right?
That's like usually where the magic comes from, right?
Yeah,
moments like that.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's cool. And like, is it weird for you, like, to sit here and see like this close up of your boobs? Like, is that?
We're actually reshooting that.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Oh, you are. Oh.
That's a true statement.
So when they say it's not a TNA film.
You're not going to say the shot wasn't good enough, are you?
He said that's not revealing enough. We're going to have to go back.
Yeah, we need to get it open a little bit more.
It's the we're referencing a time of Tony Katane, for God's sake.
Yeah.
So we gotta, it's like all right. We need to bring double-sided tape. We got to get the blouse just right. And so.
You ready for that? You ready?
You should.
Oh, I'm born ready.
Wow, all right. All right. Well, in that case, let me zoom in right now. Wow. Let's see. Trish Tierno says good morning, and she says hi to you especially.
Trish.
All right.
Cool.
Andrew Fremder. I know a guy that writes awesome movie scores and does great VFX. Yeah, he's pushing himself. All right. Janine says Ariane has the best crumb cakes.
Yeah, what does that mean, though? In context to what we just talked about.
We're talking about boobs. We're talking about a baking company. What are we talking?
I'm losing concentration.
That could be my next marketing thing. Come see my crumb cakes.
Yes.
These aren't just buns, they're cakes.
You might get a lot of funding that way. Stick a 5 in there. Done. Wow. Wow. I didn't know that we were going there.
If it'll fund the Indiegogo page, we're open to it.
He just offered you
He
up.
totally did.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm aware of
I
that.
think he just pimped you out is what happened here. Yeah.
I'm sensing the movie
I mean,
Indecent Proposal.
Just on film, though,
Sure.
It's showbiz. It's showbiz in a nutshell.
We know what your Saturday nights are like.
We know how to party.
All right, so I don't know how we follow that, but We did talk quickly off the air about the casting for this movie. So that the young man who plays the young version of you, I mean, that's great casting because that does look like that could be you.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you. And that was actually just a lark. He's actually a young man that is the gaffer on this project.
Oh, wow.
And what happened was I hired him to work a job with me. We were working a job for Newsday, covering one of their events. And he showed up, and I looked at him, and I was like, this is me 35-something years ago. And I said, have you done any acting before? He's like, I've done a little bit. And we talked about it. I talked about what the character was and the whole thing. And suddenly I said, this is my guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
He did a good job.
Absolutely. Yeah.
He did great.
Yeah, absolutely. That's crazy, though. He's just the gaffer. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
But it's just funny to see that person all of a sudden show up in front of you and you go, I know you.
Right, yeah, right.
Or I knew you a lot of years ago.
Did I bang your mom in the 80s?
I had to go right back there.
Yeah. No, of course. Of course. It's what I do. So now I want to ask the reason you guys are in here, like Michelle. Like, what does she have to do with this? She's a singer.
What does she have to do with this?
Do you know Michelle?
Michelle Savory. Because Michelle's exuberant and she's a super fan and said, you know.
Well, wait a minute.
She
Super
was
fan
also,
of what? Of
she
the
was
movie?
also
Of the film,
vacationing
yeah.
with us and Janine at the time.
Ah.
So she
you
was
can
part
draw
of
your
our
own
little focus
conclusions.
group.
You guys had an orgy. You got that on film? So she's just a friend and loves the movie, and that's how it all went from there. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I was just curious. I only know her as a singer. I didn't know if she did any acting. Right
She's a singer. She's done some musical theater and stuff. So she's
Oh,
done
she
a
has?
little
Oh,
bit
okay.
of acting.
I did not know that.
And if you see her singing, she's an actress singing.
Yes, I will agree with that. Michelle Savory, who's been in here. Some of you might remember she was in here with my brother. They sing. I think
National
it's-
anthem
yeah,
for
they
the
sing
Ducks
that-
a lot.
Yeah, once or twice a year they do that. Yeah. So I was just curious what her like. I was expecting her to see her in here somewhere. I didn't realize. So is she involved at all, or is she just?
She's not.
Oh,
No,
okay. Wow. Well, that was very nice.
A
of her
good
to recommend
supporter.
you guys
Yeah.
come in. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to know too. What did so? I think you work in a school, right?
So I work independently, but I do go into schools. I work in musical theater. Like I go in and I music direct whatever their school show is going to be.
Right. So was it through you that you guys secured a school to film this? I'm assuming it sure looks like a school.
No, this was actually through Ed. So in a lot of what Ed does with his videography, he has relationships with different schools, with different and so some of this was calling in favors with places that he was familiar with who liked him and liked the idea and liked the concept and wanted to be a part of it. And
we actually had coordination with two schools that were just extraordinary for us, and that was the Lindenhurst School District.
Okay.
Allowed us to shoot for a week in their high school. And so we had a whole week, like right after graduation. They said, "You got this date to this date to shoot here," and then we tear the school apart for the summer, and clean everything, revamp everything, construction, all everything that happens in the school over the summer. And so we had that 1 week to shoot in there, and then the following week we were in Massapequa High School, Russ was kind of instrumental in helping us scout those locations and getting connections so that we could get the contracts. And
because that's not easy to do in itself. Because schools are always concerned about insurance. They're worried about what they're being associated with, especially in this day and age of social media. So I'm assuming that in itself must have been a huge task.
I mean, we were very lucky because I think, especially in Lindenhurst, Ed and I are both in Lindenhurst, so we're really huge celebrities.
I know it.
I mean, in the Lindenhurst area,
on your block,
we're monstrous,
right?
But no, in all seriousness, they knew of us. I think the mayor, Lavorada, knew it. That office knew who we were. So when we walked in there and asked and said, "What can you do?" They said, "Whatever you need. You guys are great for the community." Blah blah blah.
Oh, very nice.
And they had that one blocked week where there was nothing going on. Perfect for us.
Yeah.
Massapequa, I happen to know one of the folks that works in Massapequa District, a personal friend, and then he got me to a contact. And by that time, we'd already had Lindenhurst. And apparently, they have the same law firm. Apparently, that so it's like, well, it's like, well, what are you doing over there?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you can do that here. So now we got two great schools, and what's funny is we had a production scheme, production design idea of what this fictional school should look like, and these two schools look completely different from each other. So we had to work that into the script because one color scheme is completely different from the other. But it worked out great. It's very funny now.
You design your production, and we designed this high school, and we said, all right, what are the school's colors? And we said, well, school's colors are green and white. So we're going to go after Lynbrook High School because they're they have a green and white color scheme. I have contacts there. We can get in there. They never responded to an email. All right, we're not at Lynbrook. It's okay.
Time to change the colors.
We're not for everybody. So let me look at my other green schools, and then and we said, oh, Lindy. Lindy is the Bulldogs, and they're green and white. Great. We contact them, and we get set up with them. All right, we're good to go. We walk into school to scout it, and all the lockers are pink. And we looked down the hallways. We're like, "You have any green lockers?" No. We're redoing the whole school like next year, and but right now they're all kind of pink peach. And I said, okay, we're gonna make this work.
Pink peach it is.
Wow,
looks great. I mean,
It really does.
You can't beat that production design to have an actual high school.
Yeah, it looks really good overall.
Absolutely.
The schools were terrific, and they really gave us, a lot of leeway to do what we want. We're having chase scenes down the hallways, up the stairs, and
we're licensed and insured though. So
right. That was the first thing. Yeah, all right. You have a COI for us? Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
There you go.
Right. Can't do anything without that. Yeah. We're hanging out with Ariane, Ed, and Russ from the film The Proctor. We're going to show another exclusive clip right now.
Exciting.
I was a latchkey kid. My parents didn't come home until late every day, and frankly, they didn't pay a lot of attention to me when they were around. Then my friends became parents, and they did all that crazy helicoptering stuff. From generation to generation, parents are always trying to fix the things that they dealt with. But sometimes bad results come from good intentions.
Yeah, but maybe they're right. I mean, I don't want to end up a loser like you.
You think I'm a loser?
Yeah, sure. I mean, everyone does. Isn't that like your thing?
Let me tell you something. I might be an idiot.
Yeah?
What?
You said, I may be an idiot. It sounded like you were going to say, but, and tell me how you're like smarter than everyone thinks or something like that.
No, that was it.
Oh.
I was a latchkey kid.
I love that.
Yeah, that's...
When I saw that the first time, I laughed my ass off. What? Very funny stuff.
I might be an idiot.
Go on.
We touched upon it quickly before. The main reason you're here is because you guys are trying to get some more funding, but I don't think we went through like where the Indigo, where they can find it and and all that.
So I sent you a link, but if you go on to indiegogo.com, .org?
It's .com.
It's .com.
Let me see if I can find it and post it here.
Yeah, indiegogo.com. I want to say you can actually search the Proctor and you'll see the project come up. We're actually in the last days of the full campaign. You can keep the campaign open past its initial 60-day run period, and we're in the last 2 or 3 days of it. You can keep it open, and we will keep it open, but you have to get donations at certain intervals to be able to keep it.
And obviously, when you donate to Indiegogo, there's perks, there's gifts you get at each level, and the higher up you go, hey, you want to be an executive producer? Just keep going up the ladder. You can see your name in lights when we get to Slam Dance.
Can I ask
in
about
Toronto.
acting experience?
Yeah.
Sure.
Because you look like you have some background there with performance. And as do
for
you,
a lot of years. We all started. All three of us really started on stage.
Yeah.
And most of my background has been on stage musicals and straight plays. majority here on Long Island. Russ hasn't been on stage in like 20 years.
Really?
But was
You
a
were in
main
jail?
stage.
I don't talk about that.
Sadly worse. But
showbiz.
Oh, okay.
So Russ was a mainstay on Long Island stages for some time, and Ariane's been doing theater for a bazillion years. Not a bazillion years. She's not that old. She's only 32. So.
Nice. Someone's looking for the boob shot later.
Yeah. And he's looking to shoot the movie too.
Talked about that in the car before.
I'm trying to figure out how to share the link, and I'm
Because
having
being with
trouble.
someone that has done community theater since early 90s, I could tell there's experience.
Yeah,
And that's
actually, Ariane and I did a show together where we toured in a production, in a two-person production together. How many years ago?
Gosh, that was like 2005, 2006.
So,
Wow.
So we toured around in this production of Same Time Next Year, and the
Same Time Next Year. Wow.
Yeah,
That's a great show.
That's a great story.
And we did that for I don't know, like 8 months or so. Where
For
we were
what
touring
company?
Around. That was for Kevin Harrington's Plaza Productions.
Oh, Plaza Productions. Are they still even around?
They are.
They are.
They
Yep.
are.
Wow.
They're doing some different things now, and
They're great. They put on great stuff.
Now, what a perfect pair, a married couple, to play that.
Well, we
those
weren't.
two parts.
We weren't married.
You weren't married.
We only got married 3 years ago.
Congratulations.
But
Thank you.
This was like 20 years ago. We did this show, and it was just very funny because the two characters are kissing on stage the whole time. And,
Oh, yeah.
And it ended up she got a cold early in. So every weekend we'd come back and we'd pass the cold back and forth. For like
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, you've been married 3 years, and then I saw doing, because I don't mess around here. I did my research.
Did his research, all right.
You guys met on August 28th, 1998.
Wow.
We
You
did.
homework, yeah.
Wow.
I got
Yes.
married August 29th, 1998.
Look at that.
Coincidence? I think not.
I remember.
It's not even really much of a coincidence. It really doesn't mean anything, but I just thought, for some reason, I found that interesting. So
Very interesting.
there we go. I am trying to share the link. Of course, I'm having difficulty. But
By the way, and while you're doing that, I'll mention that the young actor in that last scene that you just showed is Jacob Berland, very talented young guy, and only does film acting. He's he does. He's
Right.
we brought a lot of people in from the stage, but he's only a film actor. He came through came from New York, saw the backstage ad, submitted for the role, and he was up against probably 60 other people that submitted for the role.
Oh, wow.
And we just saw him. We were like, that's the kid. And he was great. He was great on set.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So going with off what Mike was just asking, what are some favorite roles or production you guys have been involved with? And I know you especially, Russ. You've worked with people like Sean Young and
Eric Roberts and
Eric Roberts and
Armando Sante and
and Furio, right?
Federico Castellucci.
That's I know him as, like everybody knows him as Furio. I
yeah,
couldn't remember his
Furio.
real name. Armando Sante. That's my mother. My mother melts at the sight of Armando.
Yeah, he's
What'd
a
you do
great
with
guy.
him?
He's a great guy. I've done a bunch of feature films, and we did one. The one he was in was called The Night Never Sleeps, which was directed by a local Long Island legend named Fred Carpenter back in, it's got to be 10, 15 years now. But yeah, he was in that one. Eric Roberts was in that one. I was in that one. So yeah, I've done a lot of different, probably
Right.
done 7 feature films over the course of my career.
Oh, very nice.
Actually,
I've been acting for a
that
while.
director is kind of the person that got us linked up together.
Yeah, we did a film together.
We did.
The film with Sean Young that she was the lead in.
Yeah.
I was her main antagonist in that, and Ed was her lawyer in that picture. So, Send No Flowers was the name of that one.
Send No Flowers.
Nice.
And so we got to see each other on that set. And that was the first time I'd seen Russ since I used to go and watch him in shows on stage.
Oh wow!
And I was like, oh yeah, I know him. He's a good actor. I used to go and see him in shows. And then we linked up on that set, and we got talking and
Realized we did the same job.
Yeah.
Right. Now, said before, doing photography work and video work, but acting, I guess that's that's a pretty.
No, I've been an actor for 35 years. Yeah, I started.
Right.
I started on stage. I did stage in New York. I was with a Shakespeare company in New
So
York.
that was your
I was an actor.
your day job for a long time. Okay,
I was an actor, and then
Very nice.
and then slowly, once the video stuff took over my life, I couldn't commit to a lot of stage stuff. So after the early 2000s, I started to do primarily film. So
Okay.
that's all I've been doing for.
So you're just happy in that world in any
Happy
capacity.
in that world?
Depends on the day.
I hear ya.
Like I said, it's all out of our own wallet now. So
Right, yeah.
what we're trying to do is take that next step up. We've been making films. I've been making films for 15 years now, and they're all modest to micro budget stuff, and
Sure.
with great people. But again, people from another time, Armand and Eric Roberts and all. That's great, but we're looking to take that next step up now.
Of course, as we all are, we're all even independent films, you still want it to be seen by everybody.
Yeah.
But the touching upon what you just said about being happy in this world, I think it's safe to say that I'd rather be doing that than
absolutely
doing
Oh, yeah.
accounting
Absolutely.
for $200,000 a year.
No doubt.
Absolutely. It's
No
just-
doubt.
I mean, of course, it's nice to make the money.
I don't
and-
want to sound ungrateful. I am very grateful for the life I have, but
Right.
but you always strive for a little more.
Of course, of
And
course.
and we're working on this film right now, and we're already talking about the next script, which is his script, and we're like, okay, now how do we get the budget for that, because that's going to take
Right.
10 times more money, because we for that film, Russ wants to get some specific actor names in it that we don't have the budget for in our
Right.
film.
And they want. I read that script. They're going to get a shot of your ass on that. One.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Oh,
I didn't tell you. He wasn't supposed to.
We're
tell
going.
you.
I gave that away. Sorry.
Spoilers.
And then there's another one where it's just your feet. So don't worry.
Tarantino will direct it.
Then your feet blow up. Shit, what the hell was I? You said something that I forgot what I was going to say. But you know what? I may as well show another clip.
Among the clips you have there, though, you have a couple clips that Russ are in. The offer is one of them.
Yes.
There's something the final.
Oh, the
or
final
something.
test.
The
All right.
final, or the offer are both two scenes
Well,
that Russ are in.
How about I show them both back to back right now?
Well, do that.
How about that?
Yeah.
All right.
This is America.
Damn, we can do it.
Do what we want.
Okay, so all right, yeah, here we go. Okay.
Wait a minute. Jack. What if I told you there was a way for you to graduate without taking the test?
You serious? Oh, no, I think I'm good. Although
what?
Well, my parents are putting a lot of pressure on me to, graduate and stuff.
Wait, you still live with your folks?
What?
No judgment. Here's the thing. I think there's a way that you and we can help each other. How would you like to make a few bucks working for us during the exam as a proctor?
What? No friggin' way! Are you out of your mind?
Why? No, Jack, it's easy, I swear.
No, you're a freaking psycho. I don't care how much you want to pay me.
Why? What's the problem?
Because you're freaking sick. You're a freaking sick psycho. There ain't no way you're getting me to put my finger up someone's butt.
Jack, what do you think a proctor does?
There's a great big world out there, right? It's really big. It's big, and it's waiting for you. And in order to succeed in that great big world, to meet it where it meets you, you need confidence, and you're never going to have the self-confidence for this if you let me let you slip through here. See what I'm saying? Look, I was thinking, you've been going to this school for 37 years. And in that 37 years, I am pretty sure that you have absorbed enough information to pass this one exam.
You try to run away from this, Jack, and I promise you, your ass is grass.
Finally, someone that understands English.
Your ass is grass.
So that's one of those great '80s expressions.
Oh, yeah,
your ass is grass.
And the kind of the setup on that is that my character says that a lot through the film towards these students, and they're all like, "What the hell's that mean?" So finally, he gets it back to him. Oh my God, yes!
But all the hand hysterical.
It's great.
Good stuff. Yeah.
That was cracking me up. I really, and then even your face when you were done, just kind of looking at him. Very funny stuff.
That was Russ went through a lot developing what this character was going to be because
that was a hard one for me. The character.
Really?
If you see Russ's films, you see Night for Day or The Night Never Sleeps. You know, some of these other films. Russ always plays a badass.
I'm always a mob boss or a psycho killer.
Okay.
So he gets me as a goofy principal, which was different for me.
And goofy, but yet compared to what you're describing, more of a normal role. Sometimes the normal roles are the hardest ones.
Oh, they are. Absolutely.
Because we realized, we looked at the script early on and we said, all right, this role was kind of written for, like a Jason Bateman type.
Right.
And Russ is like, I'm not a Jason Bateman type.
Right.
It's like, all right, yeah, but you're the right actor for this. And so he delved into it a little bit, and then he's started developing the hand gestures.
I started to realize that the guy talks. He expresses his thought before it happens with his hands.
Yeah. Right.
So I'm like, well, now that's a bit now.
Right.
Every time I talk, it's going to be some kind of like,
a bit and a running gag, callbacks. People never tire of that stuff.
No.
So it's great.
There's a lot of all that in this. This is a lot of running gags, a lot of but everything ends up tying together at the end, and everything ends up really making sense, which we're very happy with.
All right, so Indiegogo, go look for the Proctor. I tried twice to share the link, and I don't know what I did wrong, but it's not working. But
Indiegogo, search the Proctor.
There you go.
Movie.
Right, I was about to ask that, the Proctor movie. And I remember I was going to say before, my son worked on a few projects with Eric Roberts, too. One of them was an independent film, same thing, budget issues.
Yeah. Right.
Roberts... he agreed to come in. I don't remember the exact amount, but it was I don't know if you.
It was a bag of cash.
Yeah, but and it was also from 9 a.m. to 12, and he made it clear. I walk in at 9 on the dot, and if my time includes hair, makeup, whatever you need to do to me, and then 12 o'clock on the dot. I don't care what we're doing. I'm out unless you pay more. And that's exactly how he came in. My son said he was a pleasure to work with.
He was a sweetheart.
But he made it very clear. This time to this time, not a second more, not a second less, and and out the door. Which I think is whatever the time was. I'm just giving an example.
I see.
But I found that hilarious.
Yeah, total pro, sweetheart.
Yeah,
he did what he had to do.
Right. I mean, he does it well, and why not? If you're in that position, don't waste my freaking time. Why not, right? But so you worked with Sean Young, Fury from The Sopranos.
Another great guy.
Was it? Yeah.
He's a real sweetheart.
Really,
real
very nice man, and an amazing artist.
Yeah, he's a painter.
No kidding.
Yeah. He's a
really.
painter. If you look up him artist. You'll see amazing stuff that he's done.
Wow.
Looks like Renaissance painting.
Really?
Yeah, legit.
Wow. We had Robert Finaro in here who played Eugene on The Sopranos. The one who hangs himself.
I worked with Robert Finaro in another movie, a movie called Charlie Mantle.
Right.
Okay.
And he was a pleasure.
He's
a very nice man.
Great guy. Yeah, we had him in here. He was great. He was great in American Gangster.
Okay.
Which also Dante, right? But he also does a lot of theater. He directs a lot of theater, which I didn't know, and he's a very talented man. It's sometimes you get pigeonholed into The Sopranos, which I'm sure they're not complaining if they get rituals. But all right, so again, Indiegogo. Check out the Proctor movie. You said right?
The Proctor film. I think hashtag everything is the Proctor film. But I think if you search for movies in Indiegogo, that's where you can find it. Yeah.
All right, so with that, and I think we still have one more clip to show, and I'll show that in a few minutes.
Sure.
But I'm going to go on to some other things with you guys. Linda Ronstadt fan? Is that
huge Linda Ronstadt fan?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, where did you dig that up?
Hey man, there's no fucking around.
That's deep research right there.
Right.
I think he was out your window.
Oh, you saw that light? Oh shit!
I think he's seen my FBI file.
Tony's going to be out your window playing Linda Ronstadt.
When you're filming the next scene with the boobs.
Yeah, I've been a Linda Ronstadt fan since I was about 8 years old. I saw a poster of this gorgeous woman with a lily in her hair, and I was like, that's the love of my life. I was 8 years old, and that was it.
Unbelievable. Yeah, right. Sorry. I'm out
for a while.
Who's your celebrity crush? He's got Linda Ronstadt. Who's yours?
He's got a bunch.
Russ not included. Like,
oh, come on.
Might be a little Russ.
You don't have a hall pass?
Ed Uther.
Oh, good answer. That's a good answer right there.
He's
Wow.
full of it.
I was at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction when Linda Ronstadt was inducted.
Oh,
were you?
Cool.
Carrie Underwood.
Yeah, they all sang his
Stevie Nicks, Emmylou Harris, Bonnie Raitt sang the sexiest version of Blue Bayou I've ever heard in my life. I'm still sporting the wood. And it's been 11 years. Sheryl Crow, who's my hall pass.
Wow.
I mean, I was just, I was drooling.
And none of them could really get there like Linda could.
But
like
okay, yeah,
like
you're right.
I saw that.
Yeah, they're great. They're all great.
But her voice
no, you're
was
right.
just crazy.
A special voice.
Unbelievable, Linda Ronstadt. What a
but
voice.
they all performed for her there as well because she doesn't sing anymore. She can't.
Right. Yeah, which is very
Which
sad.
is very
but-
sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm with you. She is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And beautiful in her day.
I've met her twice.
Really?
Yeah, because
same thing, stalking her.
Yeah,
window?
kind of basically stalking. Yeah, basically stalking. But the first time was she was performing at a radio station here on the island. I found out about it while she was on the air, and I literally took all my vinyl albums back at that time, threw them in my car, raced down there, and caught her just as she was leaving the radio station. And we had this great, it was just me and her, so we just had this great 5-minute conversation or so before she had to get going and everything.
So we're not really that far off. This was a little story.
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
How many did she sign for you?
No, I just had her do one. But then I met her a couple years later, and she had done an album of lullabies. And she wrote on, Sweet Dreams, Ed, and she remembered the first time that I'd met her. So
just a note to
so
kids
it's just
at home,
crazy
don't
enough.
do that.
Don't
do that.
Don't drive to the station.
All the celebrities say, "Oh, I remember you." They all say that, but they don't.
She actually was able to recall. Yeah, no,
Well,
it was funny.
she might because like security
It was-
might have his.
it was
picture.
just-
that's true.
That's the one.
Just
That's him.
scary enough.
I was
stay on the radar.
Back in 1991. I'm driving right here on Hempstead Turnpike, right here in Levittown actually, but I'm passing the Blockbuster Video, and they had a sign. It was around 12:45, and they had a sign that said today at 1:00 Spanky from the Little Rascals.
Oh wow!
I did the same thing. And this is before cell phones, but I didn't care whoever I was standing up. I didn't care who was
Sure.
waiting for me. I turned right in, and it was like meeting a kid.
Was it Packy McFarland? What was his name?
Spanky McFarland.
Spanky McFarland.
It was like meeting Santa Claus, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe. I admit I was starstruck. I could barely get a sentence out of it. Spanky, it was crazy.
Sure.
But got a picture and autograph.
Speaking
Oh
of-
yeah, amazing.
I have a Linda Ronstadt. I was always a fan of Linda Ronstadt,
Yeah.
but not like you. But I watched this show, post-apocalyptic show called Last of Us.
Yes.
And
Good
there's
show.
one episode that it ends with "Long, Long Time."
Oh, great song.
And it was it just brought me back to my childhood.
There's a story that as that song rose in the charts back in like 1974, that the national suicide rate went right up.
And you know what's funny? The scene,
right in correlation. Wow.
You know what's funny? That's the scene when they start playing it. It happens right after a double suicide.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. And I didn't know that
in this program.
I'm sure Linda will be happy to hear
Oh, that's funny.
Funny, but not funny.
Yeah. All right. So
funny, curious.
Yeah. All right. We talked to Russ about some of the movies, people he's worked with. We talked about Ed and his fascination of Linda Ronstadt.
Yeah.
Now, It is time to move on to
go
Ariana.
to Ariana.
Oh, no.
And we know what we're talking about there.
Well, we've talked about a couple of things already, yes.
A couple.
Yes, a couple of things. However,
couple of things.
Two very big things.
There might be, well, yeah, okay. Yeah. But there might be a little trouble here.
Uh-oh.
Are you,
or are you not?
He's done his research.
With the light on me right now.
Here comes the research reveal.
Are you a Red Sox fan?
Oh.
Let's just say we don't. In the house, we don't talk about the 86 series.
It's the only thing from 1986 we don't talk about.
Take a look at this right here. I'll throw this over to you. Take a look at that. What is that?
I don't know
where is it?
Oh, it's right there.
Oh, did it fall?
Right there.
There you go.
Take a look at that. That's an interview I did on this show.
Mookie.
Mookie Wilson.
Oh, Mookie.
My favorite Met of all time. Got to interview him on this show.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah, that was
love Mookie.
So,
I just wanted to share that with you.
Yes. Good shot. Yeah, because
just like Buckner's
originally.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm originally from Massachusetts. So.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. So I did
not know that.
I'm a lifelong Sox fan.
All right, we'll let you get away with it.
I appreciate that. No, so a couple of years
Tell
ago.
them the Dwight Gooden story.
It's the story I'm going to tell. So, should we go back and like the story before the story?
Go for it.
Okay,
Whatever.
so
Your story.
So we're on vacation over on Fire Island, and Ed and his buddy polish off an entire bottle of bourbon.
Oh my goodness!
And the next morning, I wake up and Ed says, "I did something." I'm like, okay.
Well, it is Fire Island.
But I didn't do that.
That's not on film.
He says, Doc Gooden's going to be doing a autograph signing Q&A thing in Patchogue, and I got us tickets. And I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah, it's like right before your birthday.
Oh boy,
It's the day before. Day before you are.
Oh,
All right, so it's
Still
not
do
on
the
the
birthday?
birthday.
Right.
Come on. You're good. Yeah, it's good. It's fine.
and that's
So we
why
went.
you don't get.
So
that.
So we went, and we had a good time. It was fun, and we go up and we meet him, and he's got 2 sets of 8x10s, one from a pile from when he was a Met and a pile from when he was a Yankee.
Okay.
And his agent is sitting next to him, and basically he's sitting there signing, and his agent's like, Mets or Yankees, Mets or Yankees, Mets or Yankees, and Ed looks at the guy and he goes, well, I'm a Met fan, but my wife is a Red Sox fan. I swear to you. Doc Gooden stops what he's doing, looks up at the two of us, goes, puts his head in his hands and picks it up and goes, how did that happen?
Now, which is worse for you, the Met picture or the Yankee picture? I mean, for a Red Sox fan, I would think they're both really bad.
As a Red Sox fan, there's only one New York baseball team, and that's the Mets. The other one doesn't exist.
Even though they beat you in '86.
Yeah.
I think that wound is healed.
Okay.
2004 kind of healed.
So you just have a hatred towards the Yankees. That's it.
That team, I've never even heard of that team. They don't exist.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah, there you go. That's nice. Wow.
No, I got sort of special permission from my mom when we were engaged. She was like,
yeah.
Okay, he's a Mets fan. Okay, I'll let it. I'll allow it.
And if he was a Yankee fan, she would have said no?
Well, I mean, I am from Massachusetts. We got some pretty strong opinions on that other baseball team.
Where in Massachusetts?
A small town called Barry, which is right in the middle of the state, just north of Worcester.
Okay, I knew where Worcester
Yeah.
is. Okay.
So it's typically I just tell everybody I'm from Worcester because if I say I'm from Barry, they're like, where?
Barry,
Yeah,
Massachusetts, Barry, Massachusetts, Barry, Massachusetts. Let me say it once again.
What the hell was that?
I have no idea.
Come on, that's a little musical theater stuff.
He was having a stroke.
It's a broken record.
Not my first one.
What show is that from?
That's from The Music Man.
Oh.
Yeah, but he sings Gary, Indiana.
Originally Gary, Indiana, but it kind of worked out perfect for Massachusetts.
For Barry, Massachusetts.
It really didn't.
The musical theater people that are watching right now are like, hey, that was really good.
Yeah. Does musical theater people want
There's one. Janine's watching us. Thank you, Janine. That was for you. Janine's at home like, I I never saw the Music Man.
What are you talking about? All right, so now, one other thing that might get you in trouble.
Great.
Did you stay to watch the Doobies? Oh. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about.
Where are you getting this stuff from?
You didn't, did you? You watched the Coral Reefer Band and then you split, didn't you?
We did.
In trouble.
We watched the Coral Reefer Band because I'm a huge, again, lifelong Parrot Head, Jimmy Buffett fan.
Right.
So this is the first time that his band, since his passing, was going out. They could have been opening for my sneaker, and I would have been there.
Right. Yeah.
So yes, we were going to see the Coral Reefers, and the Doobie Brothers happened to be headlining.
But you didn't stay?
But wait
do you know why? Wait, no.
The Doobie Brothers opened with 3 songs from a new album.
Yeah, they have a new album out.
Nobody in the world is asking the Doobie Brothers for a new album.
Very true.
Play Long Train Running and get to it. Blackwater.
Blackwater, yep. I agree.
Nobody's asking the Doobies for new material.
You know what
And
they
I'm
are
sure it's
asking
great,
the
but-
Doobies? They're asking, what doobie you be? Anybody, you with me? You got that joke?
I got it.
That went further than the Barry.
Come on, Raj.
I think it's which Doobie you be.
So this show has simultaneously knocked off Glinda Ronstadt and pissed off the Doobie Brothers.
Yeah.
And the Little Rascals.
And the New York Yankees organization.
Yep.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Well, there goes our funding.
We're looking to fund this Indiegogo off of the controversy that we can bring in.
What's next, baby seals?
Well, maybe talk to
Stop
Gooden.
clubbing baby seals.
Maybe Gooden make a cameo and he'll, maybe throw a little money.
Dwight, where are you?
Oh, there you go.
I met Dwight Gooden online at Burger King once. True story. I was at Burger King in Greenvale and on Northern Boulevard. It was like 2 p.m, so it wasn't crowded. And I'm the only guy online. I order my burger and I hear like you do when you're just hanging out, you look to see who's walking in. It's Dwight Gooden. I was like, what? I have it at home. He signed the back of my receipt. That's all I had.
Back of your Whopper.
Back of my Burger King bag.
2 Whoppers and then on the back, Dwight Gooden. True story.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Michelle's watching. Hi, Michelle. She said, yep, she got it. What's happening? Yep.
I think she's down in Myrtle Beach right now.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I want to be where they are.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No offense to being here, but I'd rather be in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Most people would rather be somewhere else.
This is nice. Myrtle Beach is
After
a little warmer today.
I gotta get out of here. This guy gonna keep asking me shit.
All right, I have another question. Last question for Ariane.
Okay, you did a lot. Wow.
Yeah. Can you explain cats to me? I don't understand cats.
Cats,
They're weird.
Cat's
What's
the
that?
animal or Cat's the musical?
No, the animal. I don't understand them. They're weird.
The
They
musical
freak me
thing,
out.
all right?
I know anything goes. I know that. I did that one in high school. But yeah, I know you're a cat lover, and I just don't get them. They're so weird to me. They freak me out.
Do they really?
I am dead serious. Yeah.
Do they? Yeah, no, it's not.
They're just weird.
So I grew up having a dog in our
Yeah, I
house.
love
So
dogs,
like, it's
yeah.
not that I'm not a dog person.
I wasn't
Yeah.
saying one's better than the other. I just know you're a cat person. So
Yeah, well, we've got 4 of them. So
4 of them.
4.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's their names?
So we have Jack, Sammy, Fern, and Sunny.
Fern.
Fern. Yeah, so say
I like that.
Well, they're all regular names, but Fern.
You say it like you're mad.
Like after a shrub.
Susquehanna Hat Company.
I died at Susquehanna Hat Company.
Slowly I turn.
That's fantastic. All right, we're hanging out with the brains behind the Proctor. Go to Indiegogo and throw some money at them and help them out. It looks like a great movie. We have 5 minutes left. What I like to do with a lot of guests, and I looked at all 3 of your Facebook.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
I locked the door. You're stuck.
I did my research too, you know.
And you still walk through the door?
That's right.
Yeah.
I brought mace.
All you got to do is run. I can't run. So I do this with a lot of guests. I look at Facebook and I look at mutual friends. Okay, so I'm just going to throw a bunch of names out. You don't have to say anything. You can say something good, bad, whatever you want to say about.
I'm not going to say anything.
Oh, that's fine.
This is good. This will be good.
Some of them are names that all three of you might know. Some were just based on one of you.
Okay.
This first one I think was Ariana. I'm not positive. I think it was Ariana. Aaron Foss was that on
Aaron
yours?
Foss, yeah.
I know Aaron. Yeah, he's a wonderful, wonderful man.
And a great inventor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hit him up to fund this movie.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Aaron. I haven't seen him.
All that money from the Wing Dipper. Come on, Aaron. Let's go.
Yep.
Let's go, bud.
Was it Hofstra he was teaching?
I think so. Yeah.
Or Adelphi, I forget.
No, I think it was Hofstra.
It was Hofstra.
Yeah.
It was Hofstra. Yeah, so get him from the movie.
All right.
All right. Derek Muterspaw. Who's...
That's...
Okay, so...
Oh, that's you also?
Yeah, Derek, Mr. Pop and Twist.
Mr. Pop and Twist.
Yeah, Derek and I go back in musical theater.
He's wonderful. I love that man.
His son, in the one of the first clips that you showed of them taking the test, kid with the very long hair.
Oh, that's his son?
That's his son, Dylan.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
cameo.
great. He lives, I don't know.
Yes, yeah.
Literally walking distance.
Literally, as we were turning on to Division Avenue, I was like, oh, we going to Derek and Alice's house?
Yeah. He's part of this family from day one. He's been in here so many times. And
he's a good guy.
It's one of the best people I think I've ever known. You really don't get much nicer than him, really.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep,
he's
absolutely.
wonderful. Bob Spiato.
Oh, Bob. Ooh, we're going back to me again. Yeah, so I know Bob. I mean, I've known Bob for years, but Bob used to be one of the theater bigwigs over at Hofstra.
Right. Yeah.
And so when I did musical theater stuff, I worked with him a lot.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I think this is another one for you, and it's weird because I had a guest yesterday. Who the hell was my guest yesterday? Oh, a comedian singer named Allie Cam. I did this with her yesterday, and this next name was on her list too. It surprised me, but I think it's also on yours. Okay. Frankie Folletti.
Nope, not my list.
Not yours?
Frankie Folletti had a small role in Send No Flowers. With
Oh,
us.
is that right?
Was he one of the gangsters? He was one of the gangsters that gets killed in Send No Flowers.
Doesn't he do stunts or something too?
That sounds familiar to me. I think it sounds like he's what do you call those guys? Combat.
Yeah.
Is he? Okay.
Yes, that's him. Yeah, great guy too.
I want to say it was Send No Flowers.
And his brother Steve is a chef. Yeah, I think he's a chef. Yeah, great guys, very funny guys. I think all of you for this one, Katie Schrader.
Yeah, Katie Schrader. Katie Schrader was instrumental in getting us Lindenhurst High School.
Oh, very nice. Oh, that's right. She lives down there too, right?
She works. I don't know what her official title is. Please, Katie, don't get me wrong, but she works with the government of the Lindenhurst Village.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she works, I believe, in the mayor's office.
In the mayor's office.
Oh, very nice.
Capacity. So
her and her guy Jerry, right?
Jerry.
We know nice
Jerry.
people,
Right.
wonderful people. We mentioned him before quickly. Josh Graydon.
Yeah, that's a young filmmaker. I know him peripherally.
Right, his whole family is involved. His father. Susan Dorsey. Who's that?
Susan, yeah.
Oh, I know
Susie.
Susan Dorsey. Yeah. Susan Dorsey is an actress from a theater actor from way back. My ex-wife Vicky worked with her a lot, but just another peripheral friend that I probably haven't seen her in 25 years.
Oh wow. Bob Budnick.
Oh, Bobby.
Bob Budnick.
We all know Bob.
Yeah, we all know Bob. Russ and I have both done stage shows with Bob.
I have myself too.
So have I.
Way back in the 90s
back in the day.
when I did it. Yeah.
I think early 2000s for me. We did actually with Plaza. We did. It was a show about George Burns and Gracie Allen.
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
Wonderful show because I didn't know much of their background, but it was about them and how they developed their act, and he was spot on George Burns. He nailed it. Yeah, he was great. And he'll be the first one to tell you.
I believe I saw that. I believe
really?
I was in to see that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I did a number of shows with Bob around those same years. Yeah.
Deborah Markowitz.
Debbie Markowitz, former director of the Long Island Film Office, and now an independent film director of her own. Yeah.
And she runs
Debbie went way back in 1999. She took my acting class when I used to teach acting.
Oh wow!
That's how far back I go with her.
Where did you do that?
I had a roaming thing. I would get space everywhere, so I would do it at local theaters, and I would do like 8-week courses. And then I had a place in Lindenhurst for a while where I had a home base and I taught acting for a while.
Very nice. Yeah, she's great, and her husband John. They're,
nice, sweet
great people. Let's see, I just have a handful left. Mario and Deb D'Amore.
Debbie D'Amore.
Oh, sure. I did a show some years ago. I did a small show with them, and we run into them from time to time.
They're wonderful.
Oh, there you are in the diner, and yeah.
And she does. She's been doing stand up here.
Yes,
Right.
I know
fantastic.
she's kind of started a second act career in stand up. Yes.
And it's great.
I was with you when we had them in here. Remember?
Yes,
She
I
was
do remember.
hysterical.
Oh, she's she's.
Did we have sex?
That's what she said. Yeah. Let's see. Eileen Wagner.
Eileen runs a dance studio and
she's
and
wonderful.
We both know her. She's great.
Jeff and I grew up with her. Do you know who I'm talking
Oh,
about?
okay.
Eileen Sharkey.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Sharkey,
Maiden
yes.
name, yeah.
Yes. Yep. She's wonderful. I love
Yeah,
her.
she's great.
Yeah.
You didn't have sex with her, though.
No. No.
Eileen?
Not that he didn't try. Angelo Di Biasi.
Angelo is a Long Island actor that makes the rounds from many different local theaters.
Yep.
Yeah,
He's a
and
great actor.
he's been on the scene for quite a while. I won't say how many years, Angelo.
Well,
but it's been
I'll
a
say
while.
it since the mid '80s.
Yeah,
Yep.
all right.
We also a childhood friend. Chris Tobias was in our
okay.
class.
Yeah.
This is his brother. Let's see.
Super good guy.
All right, we got to go. So I'm going to throw one more name out there. Frank Walker.
Never heard of him.
Well, he'll make sure that you hear him with that guitar. So that's it. That's all I got. Real quick before we go, with the passing of Robert Redford, favorite Robert Redford movie. We'll start with Ann. We'll just work our way through here. That's a tough
Sneakers.
question. I love that movie.
Sneakers.
I love that movie. Yep.
The Natural.
Mine's easy.
The Natural is good. Although, yours too?
Yeah.
But the ending drives me nuts.
Why?
So I watched The Natural about maybe 6 months ago, first time in several years, which I'm ashamed to admit. I'm just sitting there, I'm watching a meeting. The end, when he's up at bat and he starts bleeding.
Yeah.
He gets 3 strikes, and then he hits the homer. I'm like, what? And I swear to you, I rewound it,
No,
watched
you're right.
it again.
Really?
Yeah.
We
And
had this
then-
conversation.
Oh, did we?
We did.
And then I
Yeah,
Googled it.
It is. We Googled it on the show.
Oh, okay. And there's
On the show.
hundreds of articles about
wow.
that,
Yeah.
and I never
Really?
picked that
got-
up before.
He actually struck out.
He
Yeah.
swings and misses, then hits a foul ball that
Breaks his bat.
right,
Right.
breaks the bat,
Yeah.
and then he gets the bat boys. Then he swings and misses again.
That's strike 3.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then he hits the home run.
Yeah.
Yep. I
It's
couldn't
well-
believe
it's
it.
well
It
documented.
always
on
drove
that.
me crazy that he hits the lights over here, they
Right.
explode, and then suddenly the lights on the other side of the stadium start
Yeah,
exploding.
the whole
for no reason.
stadium,
I'm
like,
everything
boom,
started.
just
Yeah.
starts blowing up. Yeah.
mystical. It's a
It's like the
mystical
4th of July.
What caused
all of a
that?
sudden. Yeah. Well, that's how magic he was.
That's right.
That's right.
Magic.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Favorite Redford
wired
movie?
and
I mean,
parallel.
I would have picked The Natural, but I got to go with Butch and Sundance.
Nice.
That's got to be a second.
That's
yeah.
All right, so we got Sneakers.
I like Waldo Pepper too. Is a great
Like
one.
what?
Waldo Pepper, the great Waldo Pepper.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that.
Oh yeah. He's a like a biplane.
3 Days of
flight.
the Condor. I mean, these are all great. But
Right.
A lot of great films.
There's so many.
So many.
There's a ton of them, yeah.
All is
Jeff?
lost.
Yeah, I'm saying Butch and
Butch?
Sunday. Yeah.
The Candidate is a great movie.
Canada. Yeah.
That's
It's
a great movie.
His catalog was massive.
Yeah.
President's
So
Man.
Really.
I have
all
a
the presidents.
funny.
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah.
funny movie, The Electric Horseman.
Oh wow! Wow, nobody remembers that.
But my favorite is with Ariana, The Natural.
Natural's a great
Oh,
film.
such a great movie. Yeah.
Great movie.
All right. With that, it is time to get out of here. Once again, Indiegogo, the Proctor film.
The Proctor film.
The Proctor film. But you guys, you also have Facebook pages,
There's
social
a
media. so-
Facebook, there's an Instagram page, or just look for the Proctor film.
Just send checks right to Ed.
You know what? That has nothing to do whether there's a film or not. Just send checks right to Ed. That's a great life philosophy right there.
Maybe they'll get an 8x10 of,
Whatever.
Right there.
Obviously, depends
She's
on the
proud of
size.
them. I love that.
Depends on
I
the
love
size
it
of the
too.
check.
Great.
Well, right before the big premiere of the movie, they got to come back.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. That's a great
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, absolutely.
And which I'm assuming we don't have any of that, right? Because you're still working on
Figure,
the movie.
figure springtime is our target.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Great idea. Please. Yeah. Come on back.
We're
and,
not going to have to wear tuxes for the premiere, are we?
No, just to the theater. I'll be in a T-shirt. I'll be like this. But you,
all right.
Yeah, you should dress up.
He needs all the help he can get.
Sure.
So, all right.
You look like an idiot.
You think a tux is going to help that? Or not help that? All right. Time for us to get out of here. What's today? Wednesday. We got Circling the Drain tonight at 7 p.m. Coffee with the Dog tomorrow at 9 a.m. And then I'll be back here tomorrow at 11 a.m. My guest tomorrow is Neil Fairclough. He's a musician, bass player for Queen. And he's got...
That beats me.
Well, I wasn't going to say that. Yeah, he's the bass player for Queen, and he also has a band called the Deccan Traps. They have an album out, and they have some concerts coming up in November. So he's my guest tomorrow. Gov's Comedy Club podcast. Again, we thank you for the support. And, of course, let's not forget the club. Governor's here in Levittown. The main club will be back open in a few weeks. The Giggle Room down the hall is open. We got the Brokerage in Belmore and McGuire's out in Bohemia. Some of the comedians you'll see on the Governor's stage this week. Cindy Kaza, who is a psychic medium, actually. I think that's Sunday she's performing. John Butera, Brian Paul, Peter Anthony. Peter Anthony will be in here on Friday. Mike Cannon, who's a great comedian. Fiona Cawley, I think that's on Sunday. Go to govs.com, govs.com to make your reservations, see the full schedule, all that good stuff. And don't forget, Knock 'em Dead Comedy. We'll be at McGuire's in December. We have some other dates as well. We'll be in Mastic in October. Go to knockemdeadcomedy.com to find out our schedule as well as information on how you can hire us for your event, whatever you got going on, fundraiser, corporate event, whatever you got. And I think I asked you years ago to do a murder mystery with Knock 'em Dead Comedy. One of these days. One of these days. Would love that. What am I leaving out? I think that's it. All right. So again, Coffee with Circling the Drain tonight. Oh, I know what I'm leaving out. Don't forget. October 4th in the Giggle Room.
Your own event.
My own event. Danny Keene is performing. Greg and Rob, Ali Cam, Andrew Fremder, Joe Pacino, Alec Quinn, Mike Pacchetti is headlining. I'm hosting. That's October 4th in the Giggle Room. Go to govs.com. Showtime is 7:30. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Fremder, who I mentioned, who's part of our show here, that'll be his stand-up debut. So,
if he's not on vacation.
If he's not on vacation. Bring those tomatoes, ladies and gentlemen. No, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, did I not show the last clip?
That's okay.
No, we'll show.
It'll close out the show.
Yeah, I think we're going to close show
was
it
the
now.
last clip?
All right.
Right, there was one I'm missing, right?
I think there may be one more.
Yeah, okay. I don't think I showed this one, so I'm going to play this, and then that'll be it. All right, thank you, guys. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
Fun.
Thanks,
thank you very much.
It was a blast. Thank you.
All right, here we go.
You said you liked me once. Well, maybe you just needs to give that one more chance. Take your pants off and make it happen.
What?
The girl from Flashdance. She didn't want to be a welder no more, so what'd she do? She took the big risk and she went on the big dance audition. And take your pants off and make it happen.
No. Take your passion and make it happen, you fucking idiot.
You sure?
Yes, I'm fucking sure. Holy...
It's kind of the same thing, right?
God, it is time to grow up, Jack, all right? The ocean has water at the bottom, okay? And you're just on the surface like a frickin' turd. You need to, dive deep down inside to the deep blue and actually experience it. Find out what is down there.
Into the silent water. I'm letting the days go by. Same as it ever was.